All right, we are going over this week's trading week. So Monday I took about 3 trades. It was a pretty good week. Tuesday took one. Uh, Wednesday I took one. Uh, I know Friday I took one. So I think I took about 8 trades this week. Monday I took one, two, and this one I took 2 trades. So there's 4 on Monday, 5 on Tuesday. Wednesday I took one. I didn't review Wednesday. Uh, I mean Thursday. I didn't trade Wednesday. Thursday I took one. I didn't review. I took two Thursday, so that's 7. And then Friday I took one. Boom, that's 8. So in the week review, I took 8 trades. So right now, what I'm typing up is my win percentage. Uh, so 50 and right now, what I'm doing is going over my end of week P&L. So that's positive. So what my numbers are telling me about this week is I am practicing at least somewhat proper risk management. I took 8 trades this week. Only half of them, only 4 of those trades worked, but I did finish the week green. So that lets me know I'm doing something right as far as risk management, meaning I'm risking less and I'm making more on my trades that are working. That was a big issue for me last week. I had to nip that in the bud. And as you can see, I went over all my trades and wrote out my areas that's in need of improvement. And the main thing that I just kept writing down was my entry candle closed against me on all my losing trades. My entry candles closed against me. So the main thing I'm gonna be focusing on next week is cutting my losses shorter without choking a trade. And by that I mean, um, so let's go over some this week. So by that, um, I mean something like this. Boom. On this trade, I was looking for a push to the downside. This is the 10-year note. You can see I entered on this candle, but it closed near the highs, really at the high. That's a bullish signal. Instead of letting my stop get hit, I could immediately just flatten the trade out and break even on the trade instead of actually losing. Um, what else did I do? That was a trade that worked. This is silver. Took a trade in silver today. That trade worked. Um, I mean not today. This is another trade I took that didn't work. It was a bearish pullback. Notice a few things. The main thing being, boom, I entered to go short. My entry candle closed bullish near the highs. That's a bad sign. So instead of letting my stop get hit, I can just go ahead and flatten out the trade and not um, let that stop get hit, and that'll give me another chance to try to trade without being down so much. So, boom, that was that same issue I was having. Another issue I noticed is my trades that don't work. We price is not on the right side of the pivot point. Well, in my favor, and like this purple line is the previous day close, and this yellow line or gold one is the open, and we sitting on top of the pivot point, and I'm trying to get short right above it. So just some things I've been noticing. And I tried to trade a reversal. All my good trades seem to be trend trades. This was a reversal that I tried to take. I'm gonna keep trying this until I figure something out, or I just take like 10 or 20 and I see it's really just not working. But I tried this trade twice. Boom. If you notice, the first entry is like right here. You can barely see it. But this candle closed as a bullish hammer, closed near the highs. That's bearish. Got out really right at the exit. But then I tried it again, and this candle closed as a hammer as well. Should have just ate the L on that one. Probably could have took it one more time and saved myself a lot of money. But as you can notice, we respected these moving averages. I usually try to trade with them. Was going against it. MACD showing that was a strong push up. So just some little nuances I've been noticing about my losses. But um, the good thing about all my wins, the candles close in my favor and they respect pivot points. So I'm gonna look to get aggressive around these areas next week. Like this one, boom, early in the day, strong break to the downside, bearishness, sitting right on the pivot, boom, strong close below the moving averages and the pivot and the signal line cross. And I didn't take heat. I really didn't take heat at all. So that's what I'm noticing on my trades that work. I really don't have to take heat pretty much almost at all. It may go against me a couple ticks, but I'm starting to learn my lesson about my winners. My winning trade usually not gonna give me many problems. It's gonna start making money fast, and I took profits kind of early on this one. This was late in the morning on Friday. It was almost 10:30, and I really was just ready to go. But you can see we had a double test on the pivot point, and that was pretty much it for this week. Like I said, uh, I'm working on my entries. If my entry candle closes in my favor, then I'm hanging on. If it doesn't, I'm just gonna nuke the trade immediately. Then might probably try it again. But I haven't had too many instances where I tried trade twice and it ended up working. So I'm working on that this week. That'll be my main focus, as well as trading on the right side of these pivot points and the highs and lows. And I believe it's gonna serve me pretty well. But like I said, had a 50% win rate this past week, ended the week green. So I'm doing something right as far as risk management. We're just gonna look to I'm gonna look to eliminate a lot of these small nuance errors that I'm noticing in all of my losses, and that's those candles closing against me. So I want the market to be on my side. So I may enter with stops, and we're gonna see how next week finishes out, and I'll come to y'all with the review. Check me out on the website. Join the chat room where I post all my trades live, and that's it. See y'all next week.